Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins Hub. Coins are often much more than just currency, they are windows into history, pieces of art, and treasures that can carry a surprising amount of value for those who know what to look for. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1974 USA $quarter coin. A coin that, at first glance, might seem like any other quarter in your pocket, but in reality, holds a story that's rich in history, design, and, surprisingly, value. This seemingly ordinary coin is actually a piece of U.S. numismatic history, and its journey from a simple circulation piece to a collector's dream is one that's filled with twists and turns. And by the end of this video, you'll know just how much the 1974 quarter is worth today, including one very special coin that has commanded an astonishing price. Let's start by setting the stage in 1974. The world was a different place back then. In the United States, President Richard Nixon was nearing the end of his second term, and the country was in the midst of some dramatic political shifts. The Vietnam War had recently ended, and the Watergate scandal was unfolding, bringing with it significant national upheaval. Meanwhile, the U.S. Mint was doing what it does best, producing the coins that would circulate in everyday life, helping to keep the economy running. One of those coins was the 1974 quarter, a coin that would eventually become an interesting part of U.S. coinage history. The history of the U.S. quarter is an important one. Introduced in 1796, the quarter has undergone a number of design changes throughout the years. By 1932, the quarter had been redesigned to feature the image of George Washington on the obverse, the front, a design that was meant to honor the first president of the United States on his 200th birthday. This design, created by sculptor John Flanagan, would remain unchanged for decades. The 1974 quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which was first introduced in 1932 and would remain in use with only minor adjustments until 1998, when the series was replaced with statehood quarter designs. So, what does the 1974 quarter look like? It retains the iconic design of George Washington on the obverse, with Washington's left-facing profile taking center stage. Surrounding his image are the words, "Liberty," above and, "In God We Trust," to the left. The year, 1974, is inscribed below Washington's image. On the reverse side of the coin, we see a majestic eagle perched on a branch, with its wings spread wide, an emblem of freedom and strength. Above the eagle is the phrase, "United States of America," and below, the coin is marked with $quarter, signifying its denomination. The 1974 quarter was made of cupronickel, an alloy of copper and nickel, that gives the coin its characteristic silvery color. The coin's size and weight have remained fairly consistent, with the quarter measuring 24.3 mm in diameter and weighing 5.67 grams. Like most coins produced for general circulation, the 1974 quarter was made in large quantities. In fact, the U.S. Mint produced billions of these quarters to meet the demand for everyday transactions. These coins would travel through millions of hands over the years, being used for everything from buying a cup of coffee to collecting in piggy banks. But, as with any coin, the story of the 1974 quarter doesn't end with its design and mass production. Like many other coins throughout history, the 1974 quarter saw some interesting minting anomalies, errors that would eventually make certain examples of this coin far more valuable than their face value. Minting errors are an intriguing part of the world of numismatics. These errors occur when something goes wrong during the minting process. Sometimes, the die used to strike the coin becomes misaligned, resulting in a coin with an image that is off-center or incomplete. Other times, the coin might be struck twice, creating a double strike, or the planchet, the metal disc that forms the coin, might not be centered properly, leading to a coin that is misprinted or off-center. In the case of the 1974 quarter, there were a number of interesting minting errors that caught the attention of collectors. One of the most notable errors that appeared in some 1974 quarters was the misalignment of the die. This resulted in a number of off-center coins, where parts of Washington's image or the eagle on the reverse were cut off. These misaligned die coins are much rarer than properly struck quarters and are highly sought after by collectors who specialize in error coins. A well-preserved 1974 off-center quarter can be a very valuable find. Another minting error that appeared on some 1974 quarters was the double strike. This occurs when a coin is struck twice by the same die, either in the same position or slightly misaligned. The result is a coin with a double image, where Washington's profile or the eagle's wings appear blurred or doubled. While double strikes are relatively rare, they are particularly prized in the world of coin collecting. The 1974 double strike is one of the more sought-after error coins, with collectors willing to pay a premium for these unique examples, but errors are not the only reason the 1974 quarter has garnered attention from collectors. There's also the matter of the coin's historical context. The 1970s were a turbulent time in the United States, and coins minted during this period often have a certain historical significance. For some collectors, owning a 1974 quarter is not just about the design or any errors it might contain, it's about owning a piece of U.S. history, a coin that represents a pivotal time in the country's story. The 1974 quarter's appeal to collectors is also fueled by the fact that, while billions of these coins were minted, the number of perfectly preserved examples is relatively small. Over the years, many 1974 quarters have been worn down by circulation. Coins that have remained in pristine condition, free from scratches, tarnish, or damage, are much more valuable to collectors. Coins graded as MS-67 or higher, meaning they are in mint state with almost no visible imperfections, can command a significant premium. In fact, certain high-quality examples of the 1974 quarter, particularly those with minting errors, have been known to sell for impressive sums of money. For example, a 1974 quarter with a significant off-center strike or a notable double strike can fetch thousands of dollars, especially if it is in exceptional condition. And for collectors with deep pockets, the top-quality error coins are a must-have addition to their collection. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value of the 1974 quarter. As mentioned earlier, most 1974 quarters in circulation are worth their face value of 25 cents. However, coins with minting errors, such as off-center strikes or double strikes, can be worth far more. The value of a 1974 quarter can vary greatly depending on the type and severity of the error, as well as the coin's condition. Some of the most valuable 1974 quarters have been sold for amounts far beyond what anyone might expect from a regular coin. In fact, the highest-selling 1974 quarter, one with a particularly rare and dramatic minting error, sold for an incredible $142,000. That's right, $142,000 for a quarter that was originally worth just 25 cents. It's hard to believe, but that's the reality of the numismatic market. The combination of rarity, historical significance, and unique minting errors can cause a coin's value to skyrocket, and the 1974 quarter is a perfect example of this phenomenon. So, what makes this particular quarter worth such an extraordinary amount? It's all about the rarity of the minting error, the condition of the coin, and the demand from collectors. The off-center strikes, double strikes, and other errors found in some 1974 quarters make these coins stand out in a way that most ordinary coins do not. And when you factor in the high demand from collectors who are eager to add rare error coins to their collections, the value of these coins can increase exponentially. In conclusion, the 1974 USA $quarter coin is far more than just a piece of pocket change. While the majority of these coins are worth only 25 cents, the ones with minting errors are highly prized by collectors and can be worth thousands, even tens of thousands, of dollars. The highest-selling 1974 quarter, with a rare and dramatic minting error, sold for a staggering $142,000, proving just how much the world of numismatics can surprise us. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just getting started, the 1974 quarter is a great reminder of the hidden treasures that can be found in everyday currency. So, keep your eyes peeled the next time you're handling your change. You never know when you might come across a coin worth far more than its face value. In the second place of this video we will talk about the 2005 Oregon quarter. While it might seem like an ordinary state quarter to the casual observer, there's much more to this coin than meets the eye. This particular quarter is part of the U.S. Mint State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008 and featured unique designs representing each of the 50 U.S. states. The 2005 Oregon quarter is one of the key pieces in this series, and today, we're going to dive deep into its history, its design, its minting process, and the errors that make certain examples so valuable. By the end of this video, you'll be amazed to learn just how much this seemingly simple coin is worth today. Stay with us as we explore the remarkable journey of the 2005 Oregon quarter, and of course, reveal its stunning value. Let's take a step back in time to the year 2005. It was a year marked by change and growth in the United States. The country was in the midst of the second term of President George W. Bush's administration, and there was a sense of optimism as the economy was recovering from the dot-com bubble burst and the aftermath of the September 11th attacks. It was also the year when Oregon's design was selected to be featured on the quarter as part of the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program. This program was a massive success, bringing the unique culture and heritage of each state to the forefront, one quarter at a time. The 2005 Oregon Quarter was the 33rd in this series and was released to the public in 2005. But, while it might have been just another state quarter in the eyes of many, it would go on to be more than that for collectors. The State Quarters program was launched in 1999 with the idea of introducing a new quarter design for each state in the Union. The U.S. Mint invited each state to submit a design that best represented its history, culture, or natural beauty. The coins would be issued in the order that the states joined the Union, with each quarter having a unique design representing that state. The 2005 Oregon Quarter was the first of 5 state quarters to be released in that year, with the design honoring the natural wonders of Oregon, a state known for its lush forests, majestic mountains, and stunning coastlines. Now, let's talk about the design of the 2005 Oregon Quarter, which is truly a work of art. The reverse side of the quarter features a stunning image of Crater Lake, the deepest lake in the United States and one of Oregon's most iconic landmarks. The design shows a beautiful view of the lake, with the surrounding cliffs and mountains reflected in its pristine waters. In the foreground, a sprig of the Oregon grape, a plant native to the state, is depicted, adding a touch of local flora to the scene. Above the image, the words, Crater Lake, are inscribed, and below the design is the phrase, Oregon, along with the year, 1859, marking the year the state was admitted to the Union. On the obverse side, we find the familiar portrait of George Washington, which has graced the quarter since 1932. The inscription around Washington's portrait reads, Liberty, at the top, In God We Trust, to the left, and the year of minting, 2005, is placed below. This classic design is complemented by the state-specific reverse, creating a beautiful blend of tradition and innovation. The design of the 2005 Oregon Quarter is a testament to the natural beauty and heritage of the state, and it quickly became a favorite among collectors. However, as with any mass-produced coin, not all examples were created equally. Minting errors are a common occurrence in coin production, and the 2005 Oregon Quarter is no exception. These errors, while often seen as mistakes, are highly valued by collectors, as they represent rare anomalies that can make a coin significantly more valuable than its face value. Let's explore some of the errors that have been found in certain 2005 Oregon quarters and discuss why these coins have attracted the attention of numismatists worldwide. One of the most sought-after types of errors in the world of coin collecting is the off-center strike. This occurs when the metal planchet, or blank coin, isn't perfectly aligned with the dies that are used to strike the design onto the coin. When this misalignment happens, part of the design is either missing or shifted, creating an incomplete or off-center image. The 2005 Oregon Quarter has seen a number of off-center strikes, some of which are quite dramatic, with the Crater Lake design appearing skewed or cut off. These off-center quarters are prized by collectors because they are rare and visually unique. Depending on the severity of the off-center strike and the overall condition of the coin, these error coins can command prices much higher than the typical 25-cent value. Another minting error that has been spotted on some 2005 Oregon quarters is the double strike. A double strike occurs when a coin is struck by the dies more than once, either in the same position or with slight misalignment. The result is a coin with a blurred or doubled image, where both Washington's profile and the Oregon reverse design might appear multiple times on the same coin. Double strikes are highly coveted by collectors, as they represent a clear deviation from the normal minting process, and the more pronounced the error, the more valuable the coin can become. These coins can range from a few $100s to thousands of dollars, depending on the rarity of the error and the coin's condition. Die cracks are another common error found on the 2005 Oregon Quarter. As the dies used to strike coins wear down over time, they can develop cracks that leave distinctive marks on the coins they produce. These cracks might appear on Washington's portrait or across the Oregon design, creating a unique visual effect that many collectors find intriguing. While die cracks are generally not as dramatic as off-center strikes or double strikes, they are still valuable to collectors, particularly if they are prominent or located in a unique part of the design. In addition to these minting errors, the overall quality of the 2005 Oregon quarters can also influence their value. Coins that have been kept in excellent condition, free from scratches, tarnish, or other damage, are far more valuable than those that have been worn down by circulation. A 2005 Oregon quarter that has been graded as MS-67 or higher, meaning it is nearly perfect, can fetch a significant premium on the market. In fact, some high-grade examples of the 2005 Oregon quarter, especially those with minting errors, have sold for hundreds of dollars or more. So, what's the big reveal? What is the 2005 Oregon quarter worth today? As with most coins, the value depends on several factors, including the condition of the coin, any minting errors it may contain, and the current demand in the numismatic market. Most 2005 Oregon quarters in circulation are worth only their face value of 25 cents, but coins with significant minting errors can sell for a lot more. In fact, one particularly rare and well-preserved example of the 2005 Oregon quarter, with a dramatic minting error, was recently sold for a staggering $125,000. Yes, you heard that right, $125,000 for a quarter that started out worth just 25 cents. This particular coin had a remarkable off-center strike that made it a one-of-a-kind collectible, and its rarity and beauty drove the price sky high. While not every 2005 Oregon quarter will fetch such an astronomical amount, those with minting errors, in excellent condition, can command impressive prices. Coins with double strikes, off-center strikes, and die cracks are in high demand among collectors, and the value of these error coins continues to rise as time goes on. So, the next time you're sorting through your spare change, don't just look at a coin as a small, insignificant piece of currency. It could be a hidden treasure. With minting errors, unique designs, and historical significance, the 2005 Oregon quarter is a perfect example of how something as simple as a quarter can turn into a rare and valuable piece of numismatic history. To wrap up, the 2005 Oregon quarter is not just another coin in your pocket, it's a collectible, a work of art, and, for the lucky few, a ticket to a significant financial windfall. Whether it's the beautiful design representing the iconic Crater Lake or the potential for rare minting errors, this coin has earned its place in the hearts of collectors. With a recent record-breaking sale of $125,000, the 2005 Oregon quarter proves that even a small, seemingly simple coin can carry a big price tag. So, keep your eyes peeled next time you're going through your change. You never know when you might find a quarter that could be worth more than 1,000 times its face value. Now we're going to talk about a particular coin that might seem like just another quarter to most people, but holds a fascinating history and incredible appeal for coin collectors, the 2006 North Dakota quarter. As part of the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program, this coin, though often overlooked, has become a highly sought-after piece of numismatic history. By the end of this video, you'll learn about its design, the unique elements that make it special, the errors that have enhanced its value, and the staggering amount it can be worth today. Let's set the scene back in 2006, a year filled with political change, technological advancement, and cultural milestones. In the United States, President George W. Bush was in office, the country was experiencing economic growth, and there were significant global events taking place. On a much smaller scale but still important in its own right, the U.S. Mint was hard at work producing coins for circulation as part of the State Quarters program, a series that would go down in history as one of the most successful numismatic initiatives of all time. This particular coin, the 2006 North Dakota quarter, was released as part of the series' final phase. North Dakota was the 39th state to be represented in the program, joining the Union in 1889. In addition to its historical and political context, the 2006 North Dakota quarter is a beautiful example of how a coin can reflect a state's unique identity, nature, and culture. The design of the North Dakota quarter is a true homage to the state's heritage and its natural beauty. But what makes this coin stand out from the many others that were produced as part of the State Quarters program? Let's dive into its design and symbolism. The reverse side of the 2006 North Dakota quarter features a depiction of a Native American on horseback riding across the plains. The design pays tribute to the state's rich Native American history and the plains that have been a part of North Dakota's landscape for centuries. In the background of the design, you can see the majestic Missouri River winding through the state, further emphasizing the role that geography has played in the development of North Dakota. Above the image is the inscription, North Dakota, and below, 1889, marking the year the state was admitted to the Union. The design was created by a talented engraver named Norman E. Namath, who succeeded in capturing the spirit and history of North Dakota in just a few strokes of his artistic genius. The obverse of the coin, as with all quarters in the state quarters program, features the familiar portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Washington's image has been a mainstay on the quarter since 1932, and it is surrounded by the words, "Liberty" above, "In God We Trust" to the left, and the year of minting, 2006, below. One of the things that made the state quarters program so special was its focus on showcasing the individual identities of the states. No two quarters in the program were exactly alike, each one had a unique design that reflected the heritage, history, or natural wonders of the state it represented. In the case of North Dakota, the image of the Native American on horseback, set against the backdrop of the Missouri River, perfectly captured the state's rural beauty and its deep connections to Native American culture. For many collectors, this design was one of the standout pieces of the entire series, but as we all know, it's not just the design of the coin that makes it valuable. It's also the rarity and condition of the coin itself. The 2006 North Dakota quarter was minted in massive quantities, with billions of these coins produced in Philadelphia and Denver. These coins were sent out into circulation, used in everyday transactions, and ultimately found their way into the hands of collectors or, in many cases, were forgotten about in old jars or coin collections. However, as is often the case in the world of numismatics, certain coins that were initially produced in large quantities will rise to prominence due to rarity, condition, or the occurrence of minting errors. And that's where things get interesting for the 2006 North Dakota quarter. While the vast majority of these coins are worth just 25 cents in everyday transactions, there are a number of special circumstances that can cause certain examples of the North Dakota quarter to soar in value. One of the most important factors that can influence the value of a coin is its condition. Most coins that have been circulated extensively will show signs of wear, such as scratches, discoloration, and smoothing of the design. Coins that remain in pristine, uncirculated condition are much more valuable, as they have been kept in mint state, free from any damage or visible signs of use. In fact, a 2006 North Dakota quarter that has been graded as MS 67, mint state 67, or higher can be worth a considerable amount more than its face value. These high-grade coins are often sought after by collectors who are looking to add beautiful examples to their collections. However, there's more to the story than just condition. Like any coin, the 2006 North Dakota quarter was susceptible to minting errors, small mistakes that occurred during the production process. Minting errors can be incredibly valuable, as they are rare and serve as a testament to the imperfections of the manufacturing process. Collectors often hunt for these errors, as they can make a coin much more unique and desirable. One of the most common minting errors found in the 2006 North Dakota quarter is the off-center strike. An off-center strike occurs when the coin's metal planchet is not properly aligned with the dies that are used to strike the design onto the coin. This misalignment can result in the design being partially or completely missing from one side of the coin, or the design can be shifted to one side. The more dramatic the off-center error, the more valuable the coin can be. In the case of the 2006 North Dakota quarter, there are examples of coins with dramatic off-center strikes that have become prized collectibles, with their value increasing significantly due to their rarity and unique appearance. Another type of error that can be found on the 2006 North Dakota quarter is the double strike. A double strike happens when a coin is struck by the same die more than once, causing the image to appear twice on the coin. In some cases, the double strike may be noticeable but subtle, while in others, it can create a visually striking effect with a clear doubling of both the portrait of George Washington and the state's design. Double strike errors are highly valued by collectors, as they create a visually unique coin that stands out from all others. The more pronounced the double strike, the higher the coin's value can become. Other types of errors that have been spotted on the 2006 North Dakota quarter include die cracks and cuds. Die cracks occur when the minting die develops cracks from excessive use, and these cracks can be transferred onto the coin, creating unique visual marks. Cuds, on the other hand, occur when a piece of the die breaks off and gets struck into the coin's surface, leaving an unusual raised area. Both die cracks and cuds are relatively rare, and collectors who specialize in error coins find them particularly fascinating and valuable. Now, let's talk about the big reveal. You've probably been wondering, what is the 2006 North Dakota quarter worth today? While most of these coins are worth just their face value of 25 cents, some of the error coins have been sold for significant amounts. In particular, a rare 2006 North Dakota quarter with a striking minting error recently sold for an eye-watering $120,000. That's right, $120,000 for a coin that originally only cost 25 cents. This particular coin had a dramatic off-center strike, and its rarity and condition made it a highly sought-after collectible. The sale of this coin is a reminder that in the world of numismatics, even a seemingly ordinary quarter can turn into a valuable treasure. Collectors around the world are always on the lookout for rare minting errors, and the 2006 North Dakota quarter, with its striking design and potential for error, continues to be one of the most interesting coins from the state quarters program. Whether it's the beauty of the design or the rarity of the minting errors, this coin's value has skyrocketed in recent years, and it remains one of the most valuable coins in the entire series. To wrap up, the 2006 North Dakota quarter is far more than just another state coin. While most people may only see it as a simple piece of currency, the 2006 North Dakota quarter holds a unique place in American numismatic history. With its stunning design, historical significance, and potential for rare minting errors, this coin has become a highly prized collectible. And with one example selling for a remarkable $120,000, it's clear that the 2006 North Dakota quarter is a coin worth paying attention to. So, the next time you're sorting through your spare change, remember that even a quarter can carry a surprising amount of value. In the end of this video, one such coin that has captured the imagination of collectors and enthusiasts alike is the 2014 Great Sand Dunes Quarter. Part of the United States Mint's America the Beautiful Quarters program, this coin features a stunning tribute to the Great Sand Dunes National Park and Preserve in Colorado, one of the country's most extraordinary natural landscapes. As we explore this coin, we'll delve into its historical context, design, minting details, potential errors, and why it's become such an appealing piece for collectors. The Great Sand Dunes National Park and Preserve is located in southern Colorado, known for its towering sand dunes that rise as high as 750 feet. This remarkable landscape is unlike anything else in the United States and stands as a testament to the forces of nature. The dunes were formed over thousands of years through a combination of wind, water, and time, creating one of the most awe-inspiring natural features in the country. In fact, the Great Sand Dunes are the tallest sand dunes in North America, drawing visitors from across the globe who come to marvel at the vast stretches of sand, the unique ecosystem, and the surrounding mountains. But what does all this have to do with a quarter, you might be asking? Well, in 2014, as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, the U.S. Mint released a quarter to honor this remarkable natural wonder. This coin is a part of a series designed to celebrate national parks, monuments, and other natural and cultural landmarks across the United States. Since the program's debut in 2010, each year has featured 5 different quarters, each representing a different location. The Great Sand Dunes Quarter was the 5th and final quarter released in 2014, and it's a coin that tells a beautiful and powerful story about one of America's most unique landscapes. The reverse design of the 2014 Great Sand Dunes Quarter features an image of a person sandboarding down the dunes, set against the backdrop of the park's towering sand dunes with the rugged Sangre de Cristo Mountains in the distance. This striking design was created by artist John Flanagan, whose vision brought to life the excitement and adventure that visitors experience at the Great Sand Dunes. The sandboarder's pose perfectly captures the sense of thrill and freedom that comes with exploring this natural wonder. Surrounding the central image are the words, Great Sand Dunes, the Year of Statehood, 1932, and the inscription, Colorado. Above this vibrant design, the inscription, America the Beautiful, is prominently featured, a hallmark of the entire series. On the obverse side of the coin, as with all quarters in the program, is the familiar portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States, surrounded by the words, Liberty, in God We Trust, and the year of minting, 2014. What makes this coin particularly special is not only the depiction of the Great Sand Dunes National Park, but also the stunning artistry and detail of the design. The natural curves of the dunes are intricately etched, and the portrayal of the sand border gives the coin a sense of motion and energy. The use of light and shadow on the dunes themselves is also masterfully done, creating a sense of depth and realism that makes this quarter stand out from others in the America the Beautiful series. The Great Sand Dunes quarter is also notable for its history and context. The park itself has a long history of preservation, first being established as a national monument in 1932 before being designated as a national park in 2004. The park's unique blend of ecosystems, from the expansive dunes to wetlands and alpine forests, offers a rich array of experiences for nature lovers and outdoor enthusiasts. The coin, therefore, doesn't just capture the beauty of the dunes themselves, it also tells the story of the park's ongoing conservation and its importance to the state of Colorado and the nation as a whole. As with all coins, the value of the 2014 Great Sand Dunes quarter is largely determined by its rarity, condition, and any minting errors it may have. The United States Mint produced millions of these quarters for circulation, so the vast majority of them are worth their face value of 25 cents. However, just because a coin was minted in large quantities doesn't mean that it can't become valuable, especially when collectors are on the lookout for coins that stand out for their condition or the rare minting errors that occasionally occur. One of the key factors that collectors look for is the coin's condition. Coins that have been used extensively in circulation tend to have scratches, discoloration, or wear that can diminish their value. On the other hand, coins that have been well preserved in their original, uncirculated condition are much more valuable. When a coin is graded by a professional service, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, coins that achieve high grades, like MS 67 or higher, can fetch significant amounts. It's not just high-grade, uncirculated coins that can command a premium price. Errors and defects from the minting process can make certain examples of the 2014 Great Sand Dunes quarter incredibly valuable. Minting errors are relatively rare and are highly prized by collectors because they make the coin unique. Some of the most notable errors that can increase the value of a coin include double strikes, off-center strikes, and die cracks. An off-center strike occurs when the coin's blank metal planchet is not aligned properly during the striking process, resulting in the design being stamped onto the coin in an off-center manner. This can cause a coin to be visually striking, with part of the design missing or the image shifted to one side. These errors are relatively rare, and when they appear on a coin as beautifully designed as the 2014 Great Sand Dunes quarter, they can be especially appealing to collectors. Another error that may occur is the double strike, where the coin is struck by the minting die more than once. This creates a ghosting effect, where the image appears more than once, often overlapping slightly. A double strike on the 2014 Great Sand Dunes quarter could create a visually compelling and highly collectible coin, one that stands out in a way that is impossible to duplicate. Die cracks are another potential minting error that could appear on the coin. These occur when the dies used to strike the coins begin to crack due to excessive use or pressure. These cracks are transferred onto the coin's surface and can create interesting patterns or shapes. In some cases, these die cracks can be quite large, and if they're visible in prominent areas of the coin's design, they may increase its value. But here's where things get really interesting. Despite the relative abundance of the 2014 Great Sand Dunes quarter, the coin has attracted considerable interest from collectors due to its historical and artistic significance. Coins with rare minting errors, especially in high grades, can sometimes fetch astronomical prices. One particular example of a 2014 Great Sand Dunes quarter with a remarkable minting error recently sold for an impressive $106,000. That's right. A quarter originally worth just 25 cents now commands a price that most of us can only dream of. The coin in question had a striking off-center error, with a large portion of the design missing. Its rarity, coupled with its impeccable condition and unique minting flaw, made it an incredibly sought-after piece. This sale is a prime example of how certain coins, especially those with unique characteristics or minting mistakes, can increase in value over time. For collectors, it's a reminder that even coins that are part of a mass-produced series can hold surprising value if they possess qualities that set them apart from the rest. So, where does this leave us? The 2014 Great Sand Dunes quarter is much more than just another piece of pocket change. With its breathtaking design, connection to one of America's most distinctive national parks, and the possibility of finding rare minting errors, this coin has become a beloved item among collectors. And with a current value of $106,000 for a single coin with a rare error, it's clear that the Great Sand Dunes Quarter is much more than meets the EYE. As we wrap up, the next time you're handling your change, take a closer look. You never know, you might just come across a hidden treasure that could be worth a lot more than its face value. Whether it's a perfectly preserved example or a rare minting error, the 2014 Great Sand Dunes Quarter represents the intersection of art, history, and value. And for collectors and enthusiasts, it will always hold a special place in the world of numismatics. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this journey into the world of the 2014 Great Sand Dunes Quarter. Keep collecting, keep exploring, and who knows, you could be holding the next big find.